We're here this morning to announce yet another food and beverage event for the town of Grand Falls, Windsor. The Mayor will do that shortly. Before he does, I want to acknowledge the fact that word has it this is spring here in Grand Falls, Windsor, but spring is in the air, but I guess we got to look for the air because I tell you, we're not feeling it yet, but it's just around the corner. I also like to acknowledge our Director of Parks and Recreation, Keith Antle, his assistant, Todd Mercer, and Sarah Kelly is also part of that very successful team. Those guys have put together several events since I've been on council here over the past year, all very successful and all very unique to the town. Most of the events we haven't had before, so I'd like to acknowledge those people for your great ideas and your successful events. Also, I'd like to acknowledge my fellow councillors here this morning, Deputy Mayor Finn, and Councillors Peggy Bartlett and Amy Cody Davis. I don't think there's anybody else there. Bruce and Tom are unavailable, certainly send their regrets. So without any further ado, I'll call on His Worship, the Mayor of Grand Falls, Windsor, Barry Emanuel, to make this special announcement.
Thank you, Mike. Well, certainly it's a pleasure to be here with another good announcement for our community and region this morning. As some people may have heard, there's good news coming down the tube. I'd like to welcome everybody here this morning and really reiterate a lot of what Councillor Brown had to say. You know, our recreation department and the town as a whole have been proactive in trying to ensure that there are events and activities that can not only give our citizens an opportunity for a better quality of life, opportunities for activity, but also to bring people into the community. And this morning we're here to announce an event that will do both. And we know we've had some successful events in the last couple of years, particularly with our food events. And the smell of food is in the air. Spring might not be in the air, but the smell of food is in the air this morning. And I'd like to acknowledge Chef Peter Butler for putting this together this morning. Peter, as I'm sure everybody here knows, is a local chef and a very, very good chef as well. And he's making his way up the ranks, and he'll be involved in this event that I'm about to tell you about. On August 4th and 5th of 2017, here in Grand Falls, Windsor, we're going to have the Grand Toyota Perfectly Centered Culinary Festival. And of course, Jason Thistle is here with us this morning from Grand Toyota. Thanks, Jason, for being here once again. Jason, as everybody knows, is a super supporter of the town of Grand Falls, Windsor, and many of the activities that take place in the town. And you'll hear from Jason very shortly. The Culinary Festival. We're going to have a blast on August 4th and 5th weekend. There's going to be a sponsors pig roast on Friday night and an intimate opportunity to get together with the chefs to meet all those top chefs that are going to be there. 7 to 9 of the top chefs across Canada, and also 9 of the top chefs in Newfoundland and Labrador will be on hand to make a raft of delicious food for people to try. It will be food of Newfoundland and Labrador. Food from the sea and the land would be the theme. And we have Jeremy Charles. A lot of people are familiar with him from Raymond's Restaurant in St. John's. Will be one of the top chefs in Canada, and a lot of others. And I know we're going to see a video very shortly from Chef Rory McPherson. And Rory has also been a big partner of ours over the last few years when it comes to our salmon dinner and the midwinter beaver event that's been so successful the last couple of years as well. And I'm sure Rory will have a lot to say about the details. But one thing I did want to say before I turn it over to the video would be people need to understand this is not going to be a sit-down dinner on August the 5th at the Joe Byrne Arena. It's going to be, the chefs will have their stations set up around the arena. There'll be seating there for people's convenience if they want to sit down with their plate and beverage. Each chef will have their menu prepared on their chalkboard at their station, and people who are there will be able to come and go as they please, as much as they like, to sample the great food that will be here in Grand Falls, Windsor on that day. So without any further ado, I'd just like to thank everybody once again, especially our sponsors, Grand Toyota, and all the other sponsors who are on board for this event, some of whom are here today. And again, a shout out to the town staff for the great work that they do. And I will now ask that we get Councillor Brown perhaps to come back up and to introduce the next segment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barry. We were hoping to have Chef Rory McPherson here with us this morning, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. So we got him by video, and what Rory is going to do is introduce the chefs and talk a little bit about the event that's going to happen this August. So you ready to run that, Savannah, please? Thank you. Here we go.
So, what is the Perfect Center Culinary Festival? It's going to be a great event. Grand Falls, Windsor, August 5th weekend. Todd Mercer and his team have done a great job in organizing this great event. It's going to be held at the stadium, downtown Grand Falls. Can't wait. Chef John Higgins, Ann Yarmovich, Greg Udale, Zane Saplansky, Ivana Ranka, Jamie Mullet, Scott Morash will be there. Also, we have Newfoundland chefs, Jeremy Charles, Sean Hussey, Laurie McCarthy, Roger Andrews. The list goes on and on. It's endless. It's going to be anywhere from 8 to 10 food stations, 4 or 5 beverage stations, music, water party. Is going to be totally spectacular, showing off one of the most beautiful parts of the province, Grand Falls, Windsor. We look forward to seeing you there. Get a hold of Todd Mercer at the town. Get your tickets. Tell your friends. Tell tourists that are coming. You're not going to want to miss this event.
Okay, thank you, Rory. And certainly Rory's been a big part of a lot of food and beverage events we've hosted over the last year or so. And obviously we do a good job. All these events are sold out consistently, and tickets are at a premium. We don't expect this event to be any different. So if you're intending to get a ticket, you should do it today, and we'll announce later on where you can get your tickets and what the cost will be. No event in Grand Falls, Windsor is successful without a major sponsor. The business and community are pretty well on side with all our sponsored events. And somebody who's no stranger to sponsoring town events is here with us this morning. He's the major sponsor for this culinary event. And I'd like to welcome Jason Thistle from Grand Toyota, please. Come up, Jason.
Thanks, Mike, and good morning, everybody, councillors, the mayor, and honorable members, friends. When Todd approached me on this sponsorship opportunity, I jumped at it. I was ready to actually put a number on the paper, seal it, and give it right back to me. He said, no, just wait a couple of weeks and do that, he said. But I really want to thank Todd and Keith and Sarah for their thinking outside the box, really putting something together that we don't expect to see in Grand Falls, Windsor. This is the type of event that you would expect to see in St. John's or Halifax, but it's happening right here, right now. So I really want to thank them for being so creative and really bringing new ideas and concepts to Grand Falls, Windsor. I think it lends itself well to what we're doing here this summer. With the Salmon Festival happening in July. Now we have a carryover event into August. It's going to bring us right through the summer. It's going to bring a lot of people to Grand Falls, Windsor, and a lot of people home. I'm sure when tickets go on sale a little later today, it will be a complete sellout within hours. And Todd just mentioned to me yesterday, and some more exciting news about this event. Not only are we featuring the best chefs in Canada and Newfoundland at this event, we also have one of the funniest people in Canada going to MC the event. So Mr. Sean Majumder is going to be the MC, and I'm sure it's going to be a great night. I mean, who doesn't love great food, great wine, and a good, hearty belly laugh? So, I mean, it's going to be a great night. Be sure to get out there and support it. It's one of the many things happening in this community this year. We are going to jump at every opportunity we can to support this community. We're so proud of being a part of this. Obviously, I stated yesterday to some media. I mean, obviously, I'm proud to be a part of this. Born and raised in Grand Falls, Windsor, raising my family here, operating 2 businesses. The community is supporting me. I'm going to support it back. So thank you again, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you, Jason. And once again, thank you very much for your continued loyal sponsorship to the town of Grand Falls, Windsor. I will announce now that the tickets for this event will go on sale at noon today. There are 125 tickets available at the town hall downstairs. Tickets are $75 plus tax. And there's 200 tickets available on our website, Eventbrite. Correct, Mr. Rantle? Thank you very much. And as Jason Conley noted, Sean Majumder will MC this event, so not only in for a great evening of food and drink, we're also in for a great evening of some great entertainment from Sean. Most people remember last year Sean emceed the Salmon Festival dinner and did a great job with that as well. As the mayor pointed out, there's 9 food stations for this event, so there's 9 different meals being prepared and served that night. And we'd just like to reiterate before we step down now that this is not a sit-down dinner event. It's basically, there will be seating, but this is a stand-up event. The event goes on for a couple or 3 hours even, Mr. Mayor, as did the Biver and most of our food and beverage tonight. It's not a come in, sit down, have something to eat and gone again event. It'll continue on throughout the night.